Let me introduce the Honorable Lazarus McCarthy Chakwara, who is the President of Malawi. We are delighted you can join us, and please, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the conventional thinking of the pre-COVID world, what mostly behaved as though what makes a nation's economy thrive is economic activity, the making of things of value to be sold and brought to a profit, and in turn, the making of profits to be invested in the creation and expansion of industry across multiple sectors. But that world has come crashing, and the convention is gone. And so COVID-19 has completely debunked this assumption. We now know that public health is the bedrock of economics. We are now painfully aware that if the health of any nation's citizens cannot be guaranteed, it threatens the very foundations of that nation's economy. We are also painfully aware that the economies of all nations are so inextricably linked that a coronavirus outbreak in the Eastern world or a monkeypox outbreak in the Western world can have devastating effects on economies in the global South, where I come from. And for this reason, the only way to safeguard the global economy from the kind of health-related disruptions we have experienced in the past 2 years is to ensure that there is equitable health care across the globe. In practice, this means that investing in filling the health system's gaps and inequities that the pandemic has exposed in developing nations like Malawi is an investment in the stability of the global economy. It must be done, and it must be done by all stakeholders. One model for doing this is that is worth highlighting is the Global Fund, whose seventh replenishment I am a champion of, and investments in health systems by the Global Fund have given our health facilities the capacity to save millions of lives from malaria, which is the #1 killer in Africa, as well as tuberculosis, HIV, and AIDS. So my appeal to you all is to make sure that the initiatives like this that are aimed at investing in health systems do not lose their place on your list of priorities, because the loss of investments in health is not merely a fear, but a reality that critical players like the Global Fund are having to contend with, as contributing nations are reassigning their resources to emerging geopolitical emergencies like the war in Eastern Europe right now. However, if the experience we have, which is all of us have had with COVID in the past 2 years, is anything to go by, this is not a gamble we can afford. We must deal with security emergencies without compromising investments in public health, because the future of our economies depends on it. Thank you for your attention.